Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle. And today we are talking about how Arizona, so their Supreme Court actually decided to enforce a 1864 abortion ban, which would basically ultimately almost entirely ban abortion in the state of Arizona. So the bad thing about this, even though it's not to me, it's not like a bad uh, thing that they did, but at the same time, it is a bad thing that they did because it was in an election year. So if you didn't know, Arizona is proposing a ballot initiative. They're actually proposing a ballot initiative for November's election, and I guess the Supreme Court wanted to decide it anyway. And the Supreme Court of Arizona basically said that they abortion is basically almost completely banned in the state, and that kind of fueled the Democrats. And I guess I'm assuming the Attorney General, not Katie Hobbs, it was not the governor. I believe it was the Attorney General of Arizona said that basically said that they weren't going to uphold it, is what I'm saying. So for them, I get to me I think this kind of fuels the fire for Arizona themselves. Sorry, this article is kind of messy. It likes to mess up. Um, so basically, for Arizona, to me, I think this kind of fuels the fire for abortion activists and stuff trying to vote in November for Arizona. Now, do I think it'll flip the state? I don't think it'll flip the state, but a lot of people think it will. Now, I think it was a stupid decision by the Supreme Court to rule this right now. I would have just let it pass and possibly not let it be on the ballot in November, or just let it pass and not talk about the ballot so no one knows about it. That's what I would have done, because abortion is wrong and everything like that. But at the same time, we need to get Trump elected as president so we can stop stuff like this from happening. But obviously, we shouldn't be expressing it in a way that could easily lose you the election. Now, at the same time, I don't think this will lose Trump the election. It's just not going to happen. I don't even think he'll lose him Arizona. But just to basically base it off of this, I'm just going to talk about it anyway. But let's just show you guys this first. So I'm gonna get away from this article. This article is kind of messed up. So Arizona, as of right now, has a 4.5 Trump lead. If the ballot initiative does advance a lot, get a lot of abortion activists out to vote, I don't think it could shift in Biden's favor, but I think it could get closer, I guess you could say. Now, for Nevada, they also have a ballot initiative proposed. Now, for me, Nevada, I don't think any way, shape, or form they'll be shifting demographic any more for abortion, basically, like Arizona would. So I don't think Nevada would go in Biden's column. But in this scenario, let's say it did. So let's say that Nevada and Arizona did. Now, all these states right here are the ones that have proposed abortion for the ballot. These are the states that have abortion strictly on the ballot as of right now. It's New York, Maryland, and Florida. Florida is a big one, but at the same time, think about it. Florida is not going to be voting against Trump. Honestly, they could actually deny the ballot initiative. Honestly, I think Florida is going to be one of the states that will actually say they don't want abortion in the state. That's what I think will happen there. I actually think they'll actually not support the abortion and will support Trump for Florida because of how different they have changed over the years. For all these states, they have proposed on the ballot. So I actually made a map for you guys. So basically, I mapped out all the states that I think that based on polling, what could go to Trump and what could go to Biden. But then I left out the states that have the ballot initiatives proposed and on the ballot. Let's just act like they were all on the ballot. So as of right now, it would be 222 for Trump and 197 for Biden, and a 119 toss-ups. So firstly, let's go with Biden. So Biden, let's say he gets Nevada. Let's say he gets Arizona. I don't think he gets either one, especially Nevada. I don't think he gets Nevada in this election, even if it is on the ballot. But let's just say he gets Nevada and Arizona. Then I think he gets Colorado. It's just going to happen no matter what. Even especially with abortion on the ballot. Trump's not going to come close in Colorado. If it's on the ballot in Maryland, I wish it is. I looked at it. It's on the ballot in Maryland. Obviously Biden's going to win Maryland. Ballot in New York, he's going to win New York, and it's probably going to win on the ballot as well. Now, that's the only ones I think Biden wins. Now, for Trump, I think he wins Montana. I think he wins South Dakota, Nebraska, Missouri, Arkansas, and Florida. And all of these ones right here, I think these, even if they have it on the ballot, I think Trump would win unanimously no matter what. On Florida, I don't even think it would get even closer because of how much shift Florida has been coming. And also, obviously, you see that like PA is in the blue, and then Michigan and Wisconsin's in the red. The reason I put those three like that is based on polling. Pennsylvania, for example, they have a narrow lead in polling. Technically, it should be for Trump because of this Franklin and Marshall poll. It is for Biden. So technically, it should be for Trump right now, but I'm just going to say based on polling in that sense, I'm going to say for Biden. Just to say for Biden, just purely in the sense of polling as of right now. Obviously, it's an outlier poll, but because the average is 0.1 for Biden, even though it isn't in the margin of error, I'm still just going to put it for Biden just to make this video make sense. But yeah, Michigan and Wisconsin would still go for Republican, and Trump would win the election, basically. Now, obviously, if Biden picked off Wisconsin, Biden would win the election. But in this, and technically in a realistic scenario, but Trump would win PA because of polling. I would think Trump is winning PA right now. But because of that outlier, I'm just going to put it for Biden, just to make it make sense, I guess, for the outlier, even though it is stupid that an outlier should be in a poll. I don't think outliers should be in these polls no matter what, but there's nothing you can do. But yeah, that's what I think ends up happening in the election. If the abortion initiative in Nevada, Arizona, and all these states actually do end up going through, I think Biden, at his best case scenario, could pick up Nevada and could pick up Arizona. And I don't think he could pick up Florida. I don't think he could pick up any of these. Obviously he picks up Colorado, New York, and Maryland, but he definitely doesn't pick up any of the red states. He doesn't even pick up Florida. I don't even think that happens, even though it is on the ballot. I don't think that's going to help him whatsoever because I think Florida is just a different demographic now. I just don't think Florida is going to go left anytime soon. I honestly expect him not to even pass the initiative because Florida is really, really shifting right now. But in my opinion, yes, I think Trump would still win the election in this scenario. I think just a lot of Democrats are coping at the moment. I do think that the Supreme Court shouldn't have done that. That was a pretty stupid decision, especially when you know that the Attorney General and the Governor are both Democrats. So, I mean, at that point, you know you're going to cause conflict and everything like that. So, obviously, this could help Biden in a short... I wouldn't say in the long run, because I think a lot of people are going to be forgetting. Because as of right now, if you guys didn't know, abortion isn't a top issue in Arizona. Abortion actually isn't a top issue in Arizona right now. I can't pull it up right now, but if you actually look it up, abortion isn't a top issue in Arizona. It's one of the lower issues in Arizona. I believe it was 6 or 9% of, I think it's 6%. 6% of people in Arizona really, that's their top issue for the November election. Most people in Arizona want inflation, economy, border, stuff like that. And that's all, honestly, the majority of Americans want that. I even saw a poll that said how that said how the top issue in America right now is either border security or inflation and economy. Abortion's not even on the list because it just shows that not a lot of people care about abortion that much anymore. Abortion activists do, obviously, but at the same time, when a Supreme Court rules like that, there's not much you can do. Obviously, you can vote for your own state and stuff like that, but at a national level, just think about what can benefit you, not what in an abortion sense could benefit you. In my opinion, abortion should be abortion should be up to the states, just like how Trump talked about. It should be up to the states, and basically your state, if you live in a certain state and it has a certain ruling on abortion, like if it was completely banned or something, if you try to go to another state, that should be illegal. You shouldn't be allowed to do that whatsoever. That should be against basically everything you do because you live in that state. Now, if you lived in another state that completely supported abortion and stuff like that, and you didn't like its values, you can always move. You know, obviously you can always move if you don't like the values of your state and stuff like that. Obviously, some people can't afford moving, and I understand that. But at the same time, if you really don't support how a state is running, then just move to a different state. That's just all I gotta say. Like, just move to a different state. Like in West Virginia, I live in West Virginia. If you support really liberal ideals and stuff like that, you can just move to Maryland, or you can move to PA possibly. PA is a little bit more liberal. I wouldn't say like liberal as Maryland, but they're a little bit more liberal. I wouldn't say move to Virginia because Virginia is turning the corner right. So hey, if you're in West Virginia, just move to, I guess, Maryland. I guess you could say, if you want to support abortion and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, in West Virginia, ours is you have exceptions, and even if you leave the state, you don't get penalized, which I don't agree with, but I agree with the exceptions. But anyway, I don't want to keep talking about that because that's not really what I mean. The video is about abortion, but I just want to give my opinion on how I think abortion should go. Obviously, a lot of people disagree with that because the majority of Americans are pro-choice. But remember, pro-choice doesn't mean that you support complete legalized abortion up to birth, I guess you could say. Pro-choice, a lot of people usually want either exceptions or they want up to a certain point. That's not like up to birth. So I would say that like abortion is a very complex issue, and a lot of people have different opinions, just like mine. Mine's a different opinion than a lot of people. A lot of Republicans want a complete and total abortion. A lot of Republicans want a lot like abortion with exceptions, but they want you to be allowed to leave the state. I don't know. There's just a lot of different opinions out there. So, but yeah, based on this video, basically, I'm just saying that Trump would win the election even if the ballot initiatives really turn the corner for the left. I just see if it does happen, Nevada and Arizona will be the ones that go to the Democrats based on the initiatives. Based on all of the initiatives in all these states, I think the only advantages they get are Nevada and Arizona if those initiatives work out. Now, I don't think Nevada works out no matter what. I think Trump's going to get Nevada. I think Trump's going to get PA, and this will be the final result if Arizona does exceed expectations. But just to base it on the video and just to base it into reality, Trump narrowly wins the election by a decent margin, and at least we have Trump back. That's the best thing about it. But anyway, guys, that's the video for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not sure when another video will be coming out, but I know I've been pushing out videos the last few days. Sorry I haven't been up to date on some of the videos. It's because I mean, this isn't my full-time job. If a lot of you don't know, this isn't really my full-time job. So like, it's not like I can do this like 24/7, keep everything up to date. I just try my best to keep up with what's going on in the now. If I ever am full-time, which I don't think I will ever be, but if I ever get that much support in my life, then obviously I would be pumping out videos on a regular basis and stuff like that. But as of right now, I try my best and just do my best. But I'm glad you guys support the channel. We're almost at 150 subscribers. That's awesome. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.